Great.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I love hearing that.
Fantastic.
Well, no, no, since I'm ready.
All right. Well, we are now recording. Fortunately.
Well, no, no, since I'm ready.
All right. Well, we are now recording. Fortunately.
Well, no, no, since I'm ready.
All right. Well, we are
Hello.
now recording. Fortunately.
Well, no, no, since I'm ready.
All right. Well, we are
Hello.
now recording. Fortunately.
Well, no, no, since I'm ready.
All right. Well,
Oh my god,
Hello.
hi YouTube! Hi, it's
Well,
me!
no, no, since I'm ready.
all right.
Wait.
Oh my
Hello.
god, hi YouTube! Hi, it's
Wait.
Well,
me!
no, no, since I'm ready.
Huh?
Oh my god, hi YouTube! Hi, it's
Well,
me!
no, no, since I'm ready.
Huh?
Oh my god, hi YouTube! Hi, it's
Well,
me!
no, no, since I'm
That was
ready.
hilarious.
Huh?
Oh, finally. Finally, I got it to stop. Okay. Is everyone here? Hello?
I think so.
Okay.
Hello.
Yellow, we are.
So, you guys started saying all that, and it started going through the different. Uh, it started going through the Twitch VOD that I have open, and that got recorded, and then it started looping on top of itself. So
Yay, live streams.
the beginning of this stream is going to be wild. So, where did we leave off?
Everybody just came back, so why not? I'm with everyone in the Bronx, I guess.
Okay.
Or Eric's.
So, I think everybody has slept, woken up. What's the plan for today?
We already did some stuff.
Oh, that's right. We did get the morning started, didn't we?
We were poking, what's his face? Spica.
Curve Spica.
To
That's
see
right.
if he glows. Sorry, Spica.
Wait, no, we're poking Curve to see if he glowed like Spica.
Oh yeah, we were poking Curve. That's it.
That's why we're next to him on the map.
Hey, why were you poking Carter? Exactly.
Oh, we need to see if our new party member is like you and he becomes incorporeal that sometimes while he's sleeping. And Curve does not do that.
No, he does not.
Oh, and hold on. I don't remember if that was. I think that's just some chap messaged me. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. Yeah, Spike has just been resting.
Okay. So.
Oh, and didn't Quadrant like sneak out early in the morning?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and Eamon saw him because he only needs 4 hours of sleep, so he's up at, obscene hours. I think that's the last thing I remember. Aside from poking Curve.
Let's see. From what I remember, we worked out everything with Mercy and Quadrant. Is that correct, Quadrant?
Yes.
Or at least from Quadrant's perspective, everything was worked out?
Between Mercy and Quadrant?
Yes.
We went on the little patrol. Mercy thinks he's an idiot. But, like, in the fun way.
Mm-hmm.
She's not mad at him anymore. Maybe more concerned
Yeah,
of
that's fair
the
to say.
position that he's in.
Yeah, I would say that's an accurate statement.
Yeah. And yeah, I know how to shoot the arbalist of doom.
Oh yeah, you machine gunned it up the wall.
And out of the ceiling, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe it did.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, it was quite entertaining. So, let's see. You come down. Everyone is awake except for Curve at the moment. Curve is still sleeping. And so is Cobble.
Aw.
Gleam is also still sleeping.
Hmm.
Spiker, you wake up and you see Eamon and Daniela like poking Curve while he's passed out.
You guys might explain to me why you're poking his face like it's some kind of freaking experiment gone wrong.
Want to see a dead body? Wait, no, I'm not there.
Spiker?
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Oh my god, Spiker, you're awake.
We weren't doing anything.
I was poking him. Like I poke you when you're sleeping.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's not like you, Spiker. He maintains his
Dignity?
dignity.
It
I
doesn't
meant-
glow.
Integrity, I think, is what I was looking for. But yes, closely.
He's alive,
He doesn't
right?
glow. I poke him again. Is
No!
he breathing?
Yeah, he's breathing.
What do you mean alive?
Yeah, no, he's breathing. He's alive.
We're just making him feel comfortable. You know, he was tortured. You know, we
I
gotta
mean-
make him feel okay.
This happens to everybody on the team. Everyone gets poked while they sleep. It's rite of passage. Apparently.
The rite of passage. Where the frick does Quadrant get poked in the face at least?
Oh yeah, every other night.
It's more like smacked.
Usually
But it's
Daniela
okay.
smacks him.
With a stick
Wow.
from a distance, just in case he wakes up and attacks.
I have no words.
How are you feeling, Spiker?
I'm well rested.
Feeling good?
Yes. Why?
Not possessed or vampiric or any of those things?
No, I don't feel on edge either. At least I hope
Good.
not.
Ooh, I
Danielle,
bet
you
you're
have nothing
hungry.
to worry about. Yeah, he's probably not possessed or evil.
What happened?
Danielle was
No.
super worried you were going to be just an evil possession of Khan or Kane, whatever his name was. Your sword buddy. I told her she had nothing to worry about.
I was more. I'm gonna just say that he probably has a link with me.
Hmm.
I don't like it.
Like a tether? Like if we kill you, we kill him?
No,
Or if we kill him, we kill you?
no,
Can you read his mind?
no. I don't think so.
Can
It's
he
more
read
or less
yours?
just he's. It's more or less he's. Yes, I think he can,
Oh, crap.
but not really well enough. Mainly because my thoughts are literally scattered in there.
So we shouldn't tell you our secret plans for attacking and stuff.
Now you told him. Shh.
I mean, there's not really anything you could do because my mind. I'm pretty sure this. I point to my head. I'm pretty sure in here, there's not really much you could do with it. With
I mean, you are missing an eye, so it's definitely not complete.
Thanks.
Oh, you could probably go pick up your eye, by the way. I think like they fit the forge area finished up Quadrant's sword stuff.
I should check it out.
I mean, yeah,
But
you
first
can
things
be,
first,
Okay.
I walk over to Kerr.
Mm-hmm.
are you gonna poke him?
Be gentle, because I think he's starting to get bruised right here.
Yeah, you should probably poke him on the other side of the face.
What do you do?
I poke him in the abdomen.
Bends
Why are you
over
standing by
and grabs-
Quadrant? Oh, he ran away. Oh, why are you hiding behind me?
So you could get the blame.
I'll just tell him I'm medically assisting him, so you're fine.
Same.
I mean, it depends on where you poked him, though. If you poked him where you're not supposed to poke him, that's your deal.
I poked him in the abdomen, the stomach.
Okay. Good.
Where did
Oh
you
my
think
gosh.
he was getting poked? See? Silence.
You don't
Am I
want
the
to
one
know.
being poked?
No.
Okay.
That's tomorrow night.
I'm just poking her. This
You,
is a
you
singular
poke
poke
Quadrant,
right
you
at his
might get
belly.
stabbed, just so you know.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
why they
next time I'll
put
probably
Quadrant
put
from
Quadrant in
afar.
the stomach.
So, what have you determined, Spiker? Does he have a belly button?
I haven't determined it yet.
Well, maybe if he does have one, then we know he was born and not, created in a lab somewhere.
Curve goes "Argh," and rolls over away from Spica.
Well, he's not dead, and I don't think he's comfortable. We should probably let him rest.
Yes, please.
Well, I think he's fine. Quadrant, you're not here, right? Or did you come back late? Or are you still out on your thing with Mercy?
I don't know. Am I still out on the wall with Mercy at the moment?
You are coming back from the wall. Do you remember the things you saw on the wall?
We saw Scarlet,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that freaked Mercy the hell out.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Mercy what Scarlet had become.
Yeah, that was what freaked her the hell out.
Vampiric dragon.
Yeah.
Good times. Oh yeah, nobody else knows that.
I don't think so, no.
My character, from the moment...
Jake, you've already ridden 2 dragons. You do not need to make it a trifecta.
Ew. Anyways, my character's the only one that technically has an intuition, but doesn't really... Really? As I said, I was about to say before I saw Giggity. My character is the only one that technically has an intuition that she's nothing I wouldn't be afraid of. She is something I would be afraid of.
Yes.
So I am aware of something fucked up about her, but other than that, nothing else.
Okay.
Oh, and last time Eamon gave up his giant flamberge weapon that does a boatload of damage, and traded it for enhancing the fancy magic sword that refuses to leave his side.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Did you write those details down?
Yes, it did.
Good. Okay, so you guys get up. What's the first thing you're going to do? Because as you're coming out of the barracks, Quadrin, you and Mercy are coming down from the parapet. So, Quadrin, you are here with Mercy. The rest of you are at this door right here.
Breakfast, anyone?
Yeah, I could eat a law sausage.
Phrasing.
Wait, I did not mean.
Oh, you know what you meant. It's all right. There's probably plenty. We make our way. Eamon makes his way to the food place, dining.
Yep.
Food.
So when we walk out into the main hall, do we see really anything? Like, is people just kind of not doing anything?
The guy you guys, the little halfling you guys rescued, or not halfling, but gnome you guys rescued, is not there.
Oh, okay.
But the other two are there, Swivel and the other one that I can't remember.
Swivel and let's see here. Where did I put them? I believe his name is Farandal.
Yes, that's the one.
Swivel.
Swivel and Farandal are in the dining area. As you guys are walking, you guys see Quadrant and Mercy coming down.
Oh, hey, look. Somebody went on a date this morning. Ooh.
Oh, adorable.
I know. Aren't they cute? One
Poke
tall,
fun at-
one big.
One tall, one big.
I wonder if she sat on his shoulders so she could get a better view.
More likely, he sat on her shoulders. I think she's stronger than him.
That's true.
You know
Let's
I'm not
let's go grab food and idly gossip
Okay.
about them.
Yes, let's do that. That sounds like fun.
I'm not going to
Spica,
stop you
don't
from
eat the
shooting them.
vegetables.
Yeah, vegetables are rough. Must sit by Swivel and Farandal.
Okay. Quadrant, Mercy just kind of elbows you and goes, I have some other work to do, but you go join your friends. And she will give him a quick hug and lean up and kiss him on the cheek before she runs off.
No.
Do you think she gave him a kiss or a hug? Or do you think she wants anyone to know that she likes him?
I bet Quadrant doesn't want everyone to know that he likes her.
Probably. He'd probably like, oh, you're going to walk up behind us, aren't you?
So Swivel, Farandal, what do you think of
So
your
Quadrant
cousin?
is going to walk into the eating area very quietly and do the whole they don't know I'm behind them while they're talking about me.
Nah. So while you walk in, you would hear Eamon ask Swivel and Farandal, so what are your thoughts on Quadrant and your cousin? Having an early morning,
Quadrant's
escapade.
just going to shoot them the deadliest of looks.
This is very
Eamon doesn't see it.
Do not mention I'm here.
This is very much the two characters talking about someone behind their back, not realizing that that person's overshadowing
100%.
with glaring eyes behind them.
100%.
Swivel just kind of goes, "Oh yeah, Mercy we don't really tell her who she can and can't, do stuff with. That's kind of her
Well,
business.
That's fair.
Well, I do
But what
want
do
to
you
tell
think?
you, Quadrant is house trained. Okay.
It's true.
Yes.
Very rarely does he make messes
Oh,
in the house anymore.
That's very true.
DM's Mr. DM.
And he's very polite.
Yeah, for the most part, when he's not threatening people.
Yeah, that's true. As long as you
Also-
don't, threaten him. He's fine.
Also,
Well,
apparently he's from like a lordly family or something.
well,
Oh, yes.
Mercy is very much of the same way. As long as you don't threaten her, she's not going to threaten you. But she will threaten you if she needs to.
Hmm.
Sounds about
Well,
right.
I'm glad to see that they're making friends because yesterday, I thought she was gonna rip his head off after that meeting with the king.
She was very much angry with him more than she. Believe us, we were all happy to have my dad back, but she was very much angry about the situation that we're in now, because that's a lot more pressure that gets put on her shoulders. And
Ooh, Quadrant trying to be sneaky.
oh, let's see here. Do let's see here.
God, are you trying to steal stuff from us?
No.
What are you doing? Are you trying to take the food out of my plate?
No.
No. I feel like you are. Doing.
Let's see here.
I'm so curious what Quadrant's trying to steal.
I'm not telling. That's the best
I
part.
want to know. You sneaky.
What the fuck?
My God, Danielle, what if you're stealing your holy item?
Hmm?
What
My
if
holy
Quadrant's
item?
your holy
whole
symbol or
item?
whatever it is? Your
My whole item.
the whole item.
Oh, wow. Won't be the first time I tried.
Excuse me?
Ah,
The whole,
laughing
I'm
hurts.
just not going to say anything about the whole.
Laughing hurts.
Well, which one?
Let's see here. Where is it? Oh my god, seriously?
What? You want a list of my items?
Nope. No.
Okay.
I'm not saying that because of you. I'm saying that because of Daniela.
I
Oh.
do have that crown on my head still.
Wait, didn't that like fuse into your head?
Yeah. I'm walking around with a crown on my head.
Daniela's royalty now.
I am. I always have been. No one
Well,
noticed.
what?
Fair.
I'm surprised no one heard what I said.
What'd you say?
After she said she's always a royalty, I said always a pain in the butt.
It's a royal pain.
Okay.
Exactly.
Quadrant, if you would, the what you have is in your inventory on roll 20 now.
Huh?
Just open up your character sheet on roll 20.
But I used D&D Beyond.
I know you do. I'm just
I
asking
don't
you
need-
to open your character sheet on roll 20.
I legitimately don't know how to do that.
Open up roll 20.
Uh-huh.
On the right hand side where the chat is, the third icon is the journal. And then click on player characters and then click on your character.
Okay, cool.
And if you want it in a separate window, you can click the little double icon on the top left of that pop up window, and it'll open up in a whole new window for you.
Cool.
So you can minimize it as at will.
By the way, Daniela, I know that crown is fused to your head, but you do not have it in your equipment.
How did I do that?
I don't know how to add it. Yeah, I'm curious too. I saw what you took.
Well, they're not paying attention.
So basically, she's close to Nikki.
No. God, no. All right, so Quadran's just going to walk around to the other side of the table, and in his left hand is a book, and in his right hand is a mace. And he's just smiling.
Hey, look! That mace looks just like mine. Did you go to the armory? Did they make one just like what? Hey, it's mine! I went an hour ago. What? Excuse me? What?
What? Which book do you have?
And he just like looks at the cover. I believe this is called the Sun God Minotaur.
Oh, bloody hell. I need that for a thing.
For a thing. I need my
thing.
mace for a thing. I'm gonna beat you upside the head, boy.
No,
With
It's
what?
fair.
no,
Not
that's
really.
mace.
'Cause-
Wait, can't you just like make weapons out of like spiritual energy or something? Like your god makes stuff for you?
That is true.
Right. You're fine. That book though, I will need it back. Also, hi Quadrant, how was your morning?
Eventful.
Oh.
Scarlet is in full form.
That lovely lady we met at in hell.
She's not lovely. We've met her before.
You've met her in this form.
No, we
Which-
met her as a dragon and a
Yes,
human.
I
but
don't think I've
Amon
met.
hasn't.
I've
Yeah.
only met her as a human.
No, she was
Well,
a dragon.
She's
Remember
Remember, she
right.
was sitting on the
Dragon.
pile of gold when we left.
We met her as a normal person.
Oh.
We
Amon
didn't.
was
Yeah.
not there for that.
Yeah, I would say I wasn't
And-
there for
Oh,
that
you
one.
weren't there for that.
No. I only met her when we were in the Hellfire Holler.
That was an interesting sight to behold.
Indeed
It
it
seems
was.
that the devils are not coming anywhere near the fortress, so as not to provoke anything else, but
That's good.
we're trying to figure out how little imps may have gotten in and out of the fortress.
Oh, right, because there's an imp that gave the little thing yesterday.
Correct.
Well, bugger that. What are we going to do? You know?
As for your thoughts about my status,
Relationship?
that
Just
is
really
none of
happy
your
for
business.
you.
Right. Even if it's just a situationship, like it's good for you, to mingle
Yeah.
and socialize, not just be all sneaky and snarky.
Yes.
Jeez. I'm glad I know when to shut up. Ow.
Eamon doesn't know when to shut up.
Swivel looks over and then looks at Quadrant and goes, "These are your friends?"
Oh, you don't poke fun at your friends?
Not like that.
Oh, look at him. He's got thick skin.
Oh my god.
We've been through way too much. I think we're okay.
You'll get your book back when you're a little nicer.
All right.
Besides, I could do with some light reading.
That's fair. Just don't damage it. I
Can I
need it
have
for
my
a
armor
thing.
back?
Hmm.
Your armor?
Yes.
You took your armor.
I took your mace, not your armor.
Oh, you took my mace. Oh.
If I could get you
Well.
out of your armor that quickly,
Oh, yeah. Mercy
Oh.
would be impressed, and I would totally tell everybody how quick you are.
Oh, mercy me.
Goodness gracious, is this why
Okay.
I have to camp?
I would
Yes,
like my
here you
mace
go.
back. Thank you.
In all seriousness, Squadron, you only saw the dragon lady. Oh, wait, by the way, we kind of glossed over this earlier. Scarlet is a dragon?
yes.
Thought she was like a
Yes.
vampire.
She's also a dragon.
How the bloody hell does that work?
Well, she's a
That
dragon.
explains why I
Dragons have
bad
fangs.
feeling.
Right.
She's choosing to bear those fangs in her human form.
Oh, well, that doesn't necessarily mean she's a vampire, right? She could just
She's
be.
also a vampire.
That explains.
That sounds terrifying. Does
I've
brilliant.
come across a few tales and other things in journeys and study, and a vampiric dragon is possible. As rare as a dragon may be, within dragons, a vampiric dragon is as rare to them as a dragon would be to us.
Oh.
It has vastly increased her overall power.
So we should kill her or make an ally?
She's Kane's ally.
For now, Spiker and Kane are basically the same person. Spiker said so himself this morning.
Excuse me?
Really need to learn to watch your words.
He said they were like friends. Not friends, but like connected. They had a bond or something.
They're not friends, and yes, he's cursed.
You didn't tell us you were... sorry, you might have told everyone else. You didn't tell me you were cursed. I thought it was
I
just like
view it as a curse.
Oh.
It's a direct link to Kane. In fact, right now, Kane is probably listening in on this conversation.
No, he's not. I doubt
So,
it.
You're like a living sending stone then.
Honestly,
It's a little different than that.
I would be able to feel his presence within him around me if he was.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure the person with all the power is the one who controls what you can and can't feel with this in this connection.
Well, he was the one that told me that Scarlet was arriving. He didn't exactly say her name, but he did tell me his ally was coming into play.
Kane is playing chess, and we're pieces on the board.
More or less, I'm the pawn he wants.
You're more like a knight.
Actually, you're more like a queen.
Is Spiker the only one that hears
Spike
that?
is the only one that heard that.
100%. And how does Spiker react to that information, I wonder?
Wide-eyed. Just.
Are you okay, buddy?
He's talking to you right now, isn't he?
No, I'm
I
not.
felt it.
Kane, go away.
Spiker, can you talk to him?
Well, do I have to roll mental concentration for this one?
Nope.
I'll do a test run. Kane, if you can hear my mental plea or whatever, respond with something absurdly wild that no one else in my team would probably believe I even would think of saying.
Do you say it out loud or just in your head?
I whisper it loudly, but also try to say it loudly in my head.
Gotcha.
Smolder is wild in the bed.
Does Spiker make that noise?
I don't know, does he?
Yes.
I'm going to take that as it worked.
The absolute hell is going on.
just told me Smolder is wild and bad.
Who's Smolder?
Mm.
Only Daniela and Spica and Quadrin can make a history check to see if they remember who Smolder is.
I wasn't there for that.
Wait a
You were
minute.
not. Spica and Quadrin. Both of you remember that Smolder is the name Scarlet takes when she is in her dragon form. Smolder is actually her draconic name.
The character's just gonna lay
So-
back.
Things I
Who's-
did not need to know for 100 gold pieces. Things
Who's
I did not
this-
need to know.
Smolder. Sounds fancy.
That's Scarlet's true name.
Oh. And she's a dragon.
Yes.
Swivel, and actually also Ferndale, have you fought dragons in the past?
They immediately
Or vampires.
get up and walk away.
But we're having... Okay, that's fair.
Smart.
I'm gonna... Go ahead.
Just gonna sit down where they were.
My
One
character is having a
fight
scary thing. It has
at
a
a
fear
time.
face on it. My character's pale, still looks
Both of
scared
them
as
are
hell.
pale.
Yeah.
Once you guys started talking about a vampire dragon, they checked the fuck out. They were like, we are not dealing with that. Also, before we go any further, I want to say congratulations to my players. You guys finally got something off your list that was on it without adding something on it.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Quadrin stole our things? Was that on our list? I did have that on my bingo card.
No, y'all had a to-do list that was slowly growing. Every time you guys would try to get something done, like 2 or 3 things got added to the list. Finally, you guys actually completed something, which was rescuing your friends without adding a bunch of stuff to the list. You added one thing, but that doesn't really count.
It's a pretty big thing.
But we saved 2 friends.
The amount of things on that list.
Technically, we saved 3. And we only added, our potential demise.
To be fair, your potential demise is on a
Hey,
bunch
wasn't
those
part of our
things.
thing on our list that we're supposed to make it here
Yeah,
to this place?
yeah, it
There we
was.
go. Cross that off too. Heh.
The fact that Kane, of all people, managed to tell me something extremely crazy
Love
about
it.
one character. I'm afraid of.
Oh, Spiker. Well, the dwarves are trapped here, essentially, for another day and a half. What's our move? Do we go somewhere? Do we get reinforcements? Do we charge the gates?
I do need to get my eye back.
Hey, go get your eye, Spiker.
We've got
Well, I need
36
to
hours.
eat.
Well, then eat first while you guys plan.
Right. At dawn we plan.
36 hours before we can do anything against the
No.
devils.
36 hours before the dwarves can. We are on no obligation to stay within this castle.
We have no reinforcements, no ability to do anything, and I'm pretty sure Kane's forces are merely going to be able to do a holding action to make sure that the devils don't gain any additional foothold in the region.
If Kane's trying to gain me, then he might.
Kane is maintaining some strange form of status quo. For that reason, I don't know why.
He
I
might
think
double
it's to
cross the
protect
devil.
on his investment with you.
He might double cross the devil. I'm not exactly certain, but he might.
He's doing it in such a way that he has plausible deniability by sending in Scarlet, Smolder, whatever.
Smolder, the wild one.
Something like her would be more than capable of raising these forces herself. Could be acting on her own. He has the deniability of that. This way, he keeps your one-eyed butt safe. Sort of.
Sort of.
Am I right, Kane? Am I getting close?
Ooh, that's actually a good question.
He
Maybe you should have Spica sit next to you and you can just yell in his ear.
It's true.
Please don't.
In all honesty, I wish I could just talk to Kane directly, but that's not an option.
No, you need Spike as your emissary. Vice
Come back.
versa.
It's like a message box. Just yell in
Yeah,
that ear.
He's like a fancy sending stone.
Can I please eat before someone decides to yell in my ear about whether you're
No
right
one's
or
yelling
wrong?
in your ear. Don't worry.
you wanted to speak in person.
Damn. That's good. You shall receive.
Castle is corrupted.
I'm going to get up and move away for a bit.
You.
Where are you going? You're pacing back and forth.
Quadrant, you.
Okay,
Somehow
first of
screwed
all, the
yourself.
dwarves really need to work on their runes. How in the seven hells did you get in here?
That is my not prerogative secret. That would be the best word. That is my secret, and I shall not share it. You wished to speak with me in person, and here I am.
Eamon just summons a shadow next to Kane, still sitting at the table eating.
Kane reaches over and flicks the shadow out of existence with his middle finger.
Wasn't
Oh,
very nice.
I came in peace. Granted, I did startle you, so I suppose I could let the attempt at aggressive action go.
I mean, it's fair. It wasn't aggressive, just
Theatrics
precautionary.
will
I'm
be
trying to
responded to
eat
with
here. Why do I have to be
theatrics.
a
Now that
friend?
everyone's settled down,
Micah, come here. Come here. Come here now.
Quadrant, I can't believe you invited
can't
that
have
vampire
him.
in now.
I didn't mean to invite him. He did this of his own prerogative. See, that's
Clever
the correct
girl.
usage of the word.
He is correct. I came of my own will. He did
What
not,
is
in
your
fact.
game here, Kane?
I don't need to tell you that. I will tell you that if you wish, I can make it so that your pathway to Asgaran is easier.
You know how to kill him, don't you?
On this plane, there's no way to kill him. Well,
Spit it out.
I am considering. No, there is not a way to kill him on this plane. There might be a way to remove him from this plane, at least for 100 years. But you would definitely need the help of not just myself, but the dwarves as well.
Oh, that's in 36 hours. Why would
Indeed.
we need the dwarves' help? No, hold on. Back to what you were considering. Is it that it wouldn't work, or we're not capable of it, or what? It would exact too high a price.
No, it simply doesn't work. If it,
What was it?
regardless of the price, I was thinking of maybe if you could cast a permanency spell on the body, but that doesn't work
Why not?
because making something permanent requires something to be temporary. He is not temporary, he is permanent, such as you are a permanent being. You do not have an expiration date associated with the effect of a magical spell.
Hmm.
What if he's not here?
That's the thing. If you're able to close the gate to Avernus, you could destroy him here. He would go back to Avernus, and you would never have to deal with him. At least, not in your lifetimes.
How do we make it permanent?
You have to follow him to his place in Avernus. He has a palace there, I believe.
Of course he does. All right, one thing at a time. The ultimate goal here is the closure of both gates. We will have to likely do that at the same time so that one side doesn't gain a massive advantage and then corrupt the entire land. Is that even possible?
It might be. If you have two groups of adventurers, one at each gate using something to destroy or banish the gates.
Cards on the table, Kane. What do you have to gain from all of this?
Do you really want to know? It's not good, I promise.
Is it
You-
better than letting them continue this war?
It is.
Then what is it?
Well, you see, I have aligned myself with the necromancers, and the necromancers' ultimate goal is to conquer the valley. And to do that, they need to get rid of the elves, the celestials, the demons, and the devils. So they are more than happy to help you all shut down the towers. And then they suspect that when the towers have shut down, that the planes of element will leave and the valley will be restored to its natural state. The gates, however, will remain open, so they have to be closed first.
Close the gates, shut down the towers, return the valley back to its original state.
And
The
then,
Celestials will leave without the infernal influence, and then you only have the elves to deal with, which I imagine the necromancers would be able to crush.
actually, it's much worse than you think. You see, the Celestials and the Elves were simply brought in because they were part of the sections of elements where they were at when the calamity happened. Once those shards go away, so do the Elves and the Celestials.
I mean, to be fair, the elves just want to go back to their originating existence, and I imagine the Celestials would be more than happy to vacate as well. So who would be left to fight you?
The nobles of Ladala's castle and the
Which I
adventurers.
imagine you already have a backhand in dealing with, or parlaying with, or you control them directly anyways.
No, no. I don't have any more stake. The only one I actually had a conversation with was Scarlet, and that's because she was quite literally, other than the adventurers, the only one in the valley that could harm me. And now she is my
And now you turned a
ally.
potential enemy into an ally.
Ugh. My character is just paler and paler just hearing these details.
Not only that, but the necromancers enjoy using the fuel that the elves, the dwarves, and the adventurers give them. There are lots and lots of undead.
One problem at a time. So your end goal is domination of what? The valley?
Yes, we would like to rule it the way the way the way some tyrants rule nations.
What would you be ruling if it's just you, the necromancers, and a massive army of undead? There's nothing to rule, no riches to gain, no power.
That's all of the big picture that I'm going to give you. You can use your imagination to figure it out from there. Not that you have much of one.
There is a phrase that I dislike very much, but it is better with the devil you know than the devil you don't. We need to seal the gates. You possess the ability to help us do so.
I do.
We need to get a message to the adventurer camp to get another group to seal one gate while we handle the first. Once the hordes of both the demons and the devils are beaten back, I suspect your forces will be sufficient in doing so, considering they are relatively endless.
Indeed. There is another option.
I would prefer a non-protracted siege and battle in an army scarring the land.
The necromancers could pull in a undead, sneak them into the gate, at each gate, and then have your group, if you're strong enough, close both gates down, and then teleport away. The only risk is the single undead. Well, the two individual undeads.
Why does this sound riskier than the first plan?
Well, because sneaking in would require you to come in and possibly have to fight whatever's guarding those gates while you're trying to close them down. You don't have to necessarily win, just last long enough to close the gate.
That seems like a really way to get killed.
It's very dangerous. But I believe you would agree that everything in this valley has been very dangerous up to this point.
So if you know how to close the gate, then why haven't you gone and done and closed the gate? And with everyone else, I mean, does everyone else know how to close the gate? Why haven't you gotten other people? Or I understand why us.
To be fair, Cain was locked away in a sword for how long?
I was in that sword for 1,000 years.
Millennia.
But other people would have known how to close the gate, right?
The
Possible, but there might have been a missing ingredient. I assume a mortal has to be involved.
It's more that the ways of stopping the gate are twofold. So, you can either destroy the gate with a spell, or you can remove the gate from this plane of existence, sending it back to the other plane that it's tethered to. However, doing so requires a large force to protect a small group of people going in anyone sneaking might get there, but the demons and devils are just simply going to ignore any undead. I tell you what, I will let you ruminate on our offer, as the necromancers know that I am here and speaking with you. Just let Spica know what your decision is, and Spica, my dear friend, if you would tell me, I would greatly appreciate it. And with that, he's gone.
That's going to get very old very soon.
To be fair, you asked for it.
I did not ask for that, but I got way more than I bargained for, both in terms of his appearance and information.
I'm gonna roll for an insight because I just have a feeling there's a lot he decided not to say.
Okay.
Give me a moment for that.
Okay.
I'll give you guidance. Roll
Please do.
high. I know she don't need it, but
Add the guidance in just in case.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a 1d4.
Just in case.
All right. Wait, do I roll the 1d4 or you roll that?
You do. Can't roll your dice. It's sacrilegious.
A 19. Very nice.
Nice.
Dang, close.
You get the impression that there was a whole lot that was not said.
Mm,
I mean, to be fair, like, all of us know that. He even said it.
yeah, but there's gotta be at least something specific that he wasn't saying mainly for an advantage. That's the only reason why.
Oh, okay. So when you get the impression that when Daniela asked the question of why they didn't do it, you get the impression that he didn't want to. He and the necromancers don't want to sacrifice their forces for something that they know is an eventuality.
Ooh, so, oh, I share this little bit of insight, and it's I share it with the group. So, if you think about it, the necromancers, I'm guessing vampires, the undead, don't want to sacrifice their forces just to literally do the task. Maybe it takes a sacrifice of some sort to literally do the job. Maybe there's a workaround. I have no idea.
Spica,
Yellow.
perception check.
Ugh.
Fantastic. I need to DM you something. While I'm writing this up, if you all wouldn't mind continuing your conversation.
Okie dokie.
Silence is not a conversation, but okay.
Uh. So, anyways, am I gonna be able to eat food now? Please.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
hungry.
sure.
Of course, go get some food.
I'm hungry. I don't want to let my fears always stop me from eating something good.
Well,
I
that was an
wonder what's on the
interesting
menu.
breakfast.
I could take a couple sausages and eggs.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you can do that.
Yeah. All right, I'll grab that. Maybe some OJ, or I don't know what's good for breakfast in the medieval era.
Ale.
Oh, yeah, true ale. And then just chow down. Is no one else gonna eat, or you just are just gonna sit there and
Oh no, I've
silence?
already grabbed food. I've eating this entire time.
So
So that was interesting.
that sounded complicated for like 4 of us, 5 of us, 6 of us, even. I mean,
I mean, 7 if you count Coblin.
yeah. It it sounds complicated. I mean, and I don't really feel comfortable with them taking over the valley.
No. Would not be the best, but then, we'd only have to fight on really one front. Don't know. Quadrant, what do you make of it?
Cain is a being of immense power. Whoever or whatever group managed to put himself in that sword did so for a reason. He's ambitious, he's strong, he's cultivated powerful allies and unwary accomplices. Quadrant looks at Spica. The problem is, right now he is on our side. Worse still, we need him. But I feel like we'll be supplanting one ruinous force with another. And in doing so, we will have effectively removed the bulk of the defenses of the region. But you can't fight tomorrow's war without winning today's battle. Like I said before, Kane's playing chess and we're all pieces on his board.
So
Why
let's
he
start
is
taking his pieces.
Pieces.
it would be not prudent to do so.
All right. So we just sit here then?
No. We have to be proactive, but first... Our first problem is Asgaran. Our second problem are the gates. If we can banish Asgaran, as Kane was describing, for 100 years, that solves the immediate problem. The next immediate problem is the gates. Kane has a plan. I don't like that he has a plan. But we need to go through with that. I may not like the individual, but I do respect him. If you can understand that.
Sure.
Both of my parents have told me stories of having to make alliances with people that they did not like or agree with or other things, but for the common good or the development of the common good, they put aside those things. I also am hopeful Kane is not the type to stab us in the back. But we've already seen him be tricksy enough with a pit fiend.
Yeah.
Question that I'm curious about now. If we were to, work with Kane on this, would that how do I say this? Since our deal was made with Asgarand, would that, if we trap him, whatever, I wonder what impact that may have on the timeliness of our pact. Remember, 2 days the dwarves will stay here, and then 2 more following a missive from one of Asgarand's agents. If Asgarand's agents are gone, still kind of leaves it open-ended.
Well, I don't know how those kind of things work.
Neither do I. But, buys us more time. By Kane's logic, 100 years or so. And then perhaps, everything will be said and done. Dead and buried, if you will. Just a thought. So we should plan our attack. Right.
Hey, guys?
Mm-hmm.
I just realized I have a scroll in my back pocket.
Okay, what's it do?
I pull it out, and it reads as follows. You and your party are cordially invited to Ashvor's Reach to parley with Ashvor and his colleagues. They offer refreshments and equipment for your travels and goals. We hope to see you soon and extend a mirrored offer. You will be received in the same manner that you arrive. We hope to see you soon. Cordially, Valtalantath or Vanshi.
Holy
I have
shit,
no
you
idea what
actually
this-
pronounced that correctly.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you did.
That's because he's an expert in nameology. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for getting that reference.
That was awesome. Thank you for making it.
honestly, I've had so much practice with enunciation with random names. And here's the thing: I've met someone named what was it? Oh, there was a really complicated name. I forgot their name, but there was an actual person in real life who had a really weird name, and I was able to consistently get it right
Nice.
every time.
Okay,
Ever the story, though.
Spiker. So, we have an invitation to Ashvor's Reach.
An invitation to a negotiation.
How far away is that from here?
Let us go and look at the map.
To the map!
The map.
To the map, to the map, to the map.
I still can't believe I said Valtan. I still can't believe I said Valtalantoth Orvanshi right.
Okay, so you guys are at Hellfire's Watch.
Why it's so hot here? Why couldn't we gone
Hellfire.
to somewhere else? It's back here. It's like a day's walk. 2 days?
Let me check.
Weren't we just there? No.
No, you were not.
Weren't with the Feywild intrusion?
Let's see here. Yeah, the Feywild intrusion is this entire area.
I knew that.
So you guys 16 squares, you guys do about 3 squares a day. So about an 8 days walk.
Maybe we could borrow Scarlet. She could just fly us there.
After what I know about her, I'm hoping we don't run into any problems. I stare at Eamon.
Yes.
I stare at Eamon with angry eyes. I hope not to run into any problems with the knowledge I got from Kane about her. I stare.
Of course we won't.
I
Won't run
stare
into any
with
problems. What makes you think we'd have a problem? Specifically me.
I don't know. I just ask directly to Daniela and Quadrant, addressing them both.
Mm-hmm.
You guys saw how he was all goo goo gaga for her, right?
For you? Yes.
Sorry, what?
For me, I'm talking about freaking Scarlet.
Everyone
Or-
Google Gala for Scarlet. Have you seen
Right.
her?
Name one person who's not a sucker for a pretty face.
Me?
Okay, name a person not Quadrant.
Me?
I can't.
To be
I
fair,
was
it
terrified
helps
of her
to know
presence.
the fact that that is a fire-breathing dragon.
So,
But when you first met her, you didn't know that.
No, I didn't, but I knew something was off and I didn't trust her.
You almost shared a sleeping bag with her.
I did
But then you
not.
came to your senses.
I'm going to have to clip this and clip in whatever the answer actually is.
Sorry, what?
I'm going to have to clip this.
Why?
Let's be real
Clip
here.
this
Yes.
and then go back to whatever y'all's interaction was when y'all first met Scarlet.
No.
I think that was
Eamon's not-
a session that I missed.
Look, I'm gonna just condense it for everyone.
No, you met her at the camp before we left because we were in the camp and then we left.
Yeah, I had neutral stance with her, and then, well, Eamon. I don't think he met her as a. I don't think he met.
nope, only
I
as
don't
a
think he met her
person.
as the one person we were dealing with or trying to help. Anyways,
I almost shared a sleeping bag with her. About how nice she is.
My goodness gracious. So, as far as I'm concerned, Quadrant was neutral. He did not give a fuck. I did not give enough of a fuck. And Daniela clearly gave a fuck. And then
Clearly, I didn't.
now, like the previous session, I remember, I was afraid because now I learned from Quadrant already what I was afraid of. That being, if she's a vampire.
Right.
And now, and all of that, I know.
How did none of you pick up on that, by the way?
Gaga.
I did.
He was ready to risk it all for a piece of a vampire dragon tail.
Well,
What?
You only live once.
That's true.
very true.
Well,
Plus, I don't think we can really die right now as long as we have this bargain struck. So I
hang
think we're
on.
fine.
Technically, with vampires, you can live twice.
That's true.
Oh my god!
No, I might risk it to live twice.
I don't think that's
My
the kind
God,
of sucking you're
no.
looking for. Dude.
My god! Oh my god! No!
We'll try anything once.
You're lucky. I would have only got the dragon experience. You would have had both the dragon and the vampire.
Right. See, we'll
There you go.
we'll see what happens. I feel like this meeting. It's a great idea for us. We should definitely make the trip.
This entire
Don't
conversation.
That-
ever ask for help when you
That
do,
meeting
and
was
somewhere
said
along the
that
line,
we would
everything
leave the same
you
way we
have
are
personal to
received,
you-
correct?
charge.
Correct.
So that
That
pretty
is
much
correct.
guarantees our safety.
Right.
So, intelligence checks.
Everyone?
Everyone that's trying to figure out what exactly the scroll means. Intelligence checks.
Intelligence check. 12.
Okay.
Very average. Noise Daniela for the win.
Fantastic.
Hello, intelligence is my lowest stat.
Still got a +2 to it.
Okay.
Hey, it's pretty good.
18.
Funny.
And quadrant 11. Okay. So, from what you all understand, the way this scroll reads is that you will be received in the way that you arrive. If you arrive with hostile intentions and intending to fight or cause problems or any of that sort of thing, you will be dealt with. If you arrive with peaceful intentions and willing to talk, even if you don't like what's being said, even if you disagree with them and don't want to ally yourselves with them, even if you reject their offer, you will be received peacefully and let go peacefully. But if you start a fight, you will get a fight.
I think that's fair.
Looking at quadrant.
It's very much of, as long as you behave, you're good.
I have a feeling Quadrant will be able to negotiate, but I feel like he is also going to somehow start a fight and unintentionally involve one of us three. And I fear for that, but at the same time, I'd be impressed by it.
That's fair. Does everyone understand what I mean by that?
Yep. Rooney.
Okay. Just making sure. I just wanted to make sure that I was clear in how I was explaining myself.
Refreshments and gear, though. That's actually surprising.
I mean, could use some new armor.
You may need padding for if you ever do try to get with Smolder.
Maybe some type of fire resistance.
He's gonna need a lot
Don't
more
come
than
to me
that.
or Daniela when your private parts get scorched beyond reason.
This is in the disclaimer. We gotta write this down and have him sign it before he does anything. That way he's like, but, no buts. This is what was written down. This is what you signed.
Daniela, you can revive me, right, if I die.
I don't know. Do you want to be revived?
I don't
Brought
know.
back from a good time, maybe.
It
Let's see what
burns so
happens.
good.
Side
It
effects
depends
may
on the kind of
include
dye.
side effects may include an itching, burning sensation. Okay, now I'm done.
I think the burning sensation will just be during, not after. I'm pretty sure Smolder hasn't. Well, actually, no, that's probably a lie. She probably has.
Anyway, enough about the pending nuptials. What are we going to do? When do we head out? Do we start? Tell the king, hey, good luck. We're gonna go have a treatise with the undead people.
There has to be something we could do to help them out, just a slight, to make things a little bit easier while they're.
You guys did say y'all wanted to try to kill Asgaran too.
Right, we've got 2 things to do.
Actually, your
Do we go
to-do
with
list is
Quip?
still fairly long.
We have many, many things to do.
Right. What is most important?
Killing Asgaran, because that
Alright.
that removes the biggest immediate threat.
So we
Then
take
we
him
need-
out.
Then we need to deal with both of the infernal gates.
Right.
Then we need to get back to the elves and complete the reunification between the general's forces and the queen's forces. Because without the demons and the devils around, the general no longer needs whatever deal he has with the necromancers to use their undead forces instead of his own, which is what was causing the strife between him and the queen. With the reunited elves, they can continue to try to find their own way back to their plane. However, we've uncovered the fact that if we disable all of the towers in the Valley of the Elements, in theory, that should restore the place back to its original state.
No. First things first, can we at least help these guys here at least have it a little bit easier while they kind of have to stay indoors?
Well, I mean, they're mostly protected.
Mostly isn't enough for me.
Close enough.
Well, as long as they don't go outside, this should be fine.
Right. So it sounds like our first priority is to kill Asgaran. Or at
And
least
how do we do that?
his current form. Or should we close the gates first, so then when we do off him, he can't just like walk back through in a day or so?
I'm going to look into see if any of them could be helped. Make things a little bit easier.
Also, Spiker, go get your eye for God's sake.
Yes, I will. I'm pretty sure you're tired of looking at
Like the
my,
gaping hole in your face? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's a little unsettling. Makes me wonder how much of you is undead.
Amen, and just slowly put the socket in his face. Not like
Oh my
on it,
goodness.
but close enough.
I put my finger in it.
Ew!
It's squishy.
Gross.
What
You should
are
probably
you
clean that thing.
doing?
Why'd you put your finger in my hole?
Why'd you put it so close to my face?
What? Why are we putting things in his holes, in people's holes?
Just the one.
You pull your finger back and it's covered in a thick slime.
Did you feel that?
You did not.
I'm gonna move myself to the other side of the table. I don't know what these two are doing.
I'm gonna smell it. What's it smell like?
Ow, lick it.
Why'd you say ew and then say lick it?
I don't know.
What's it smell like? Does it smell like
Roger,
death
you
and
think he'll lick
decay?
it?
It does not smell like
Quadrant.
death and decay. It doesn't smell like normal bodily fluid, though.
Which is, I taste it.
You
Ah!
Yeah.
No. I smack him.
You're on the
I
other side of the
swat
table,
his
sir.
hand and literally just tell him,
I
no,
am
stop.
faster than you think, and I have reach.
Reach.
It's sour and bitter.
Spit it out. Ugh, gross.
You
That's just
stuck your
in your
finger
head.
in my hole, then
I-
licked the fluids that were in it.
I
You
think it-
expect me to not eventually just punch you in the face for that?
Wasn't sure if it was like brain matter or something, like, direct gateway into your mind. And it might be. It tastes foul.
You should talk in the hole, see if he hears you. Is that how you communicate with the cane?
Oh my god, the more.
Oh, God.
This is so unhinged. He put his finger in
We've
my
all
hole.
failed everything.
He licked his finger. He smelled his finger. What the fuck?
Not in that order. But yes.
You're concerned about the order?
Yes, that's very important. All right. Well, that's disturbing.
I'm gonna go. Get my eye.
Wipe my hand down the side of like my cloak. Ugh.
Okay. So.
So,
Mm-hmm.
And glare
Uh,
at Amen.
Do you
with
think
the
your
most
where you
foul-
wipe it off of your cloak, you think it'll glow at night?
it's a great question. I will check it tonight.
Ew.
And actually, if it I'll check it while I'm awake, but I don't know if it only happens when I'm sleeping or if when Spike is sleeping, so we'll have to do some experiments.
I stare at Eamon with the foulest frown to just greet the team.
Go get your eye, Spiker.
Stop sticking your finger in whatever else you got in holes.
Stop presenting it for me.
Wow, if Gleam was here, she'd know all she had to do was present you her hole so you could stick something in it.
Gross. She's my
It's
friend.
gross when you're
She's
really the
It's your friend.
So, we got to close some gates and kill a demon lord. Seems like those are the top of our list.
Okay. Is that what you guys want to do?
Think so?
I want to help out the dwarves a little bit, see if I can make things easier for them.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get my
Anyways,
stuff.
I have to swivel.
So, Quadrant, how is it outside? Like, is it scary?
Scarlet's showing off.
Oh, she is. Like, how?
Like how a dragon would. Who already had a big enough ego to fill a small horde room, and now it's increased tenfold.
That must have been quite a sight to see.
She's reveling in her own power and hubris.
I hear some jealousy there. Are you jealous?
I have responsibilities. I don't seek power for power's sake.
Alrighty. And how? So, she's showing off. Is she doing her duty she said she was going to do?
She's definitely doing her job.
Well, then that's good. I guess that's kind of all that really matters at the moment.
Has Amon left the room?
Not yet.
Hmm.
Does he need to?
No, just matters what I'm going to say.
No, I'm still
Ooh.
here expecting to get my book back.
You're
So you're gonna
staring
read
at
the
me.
thing? Yeah. So you're gonna read it, or just
I'll be
hold
reading
it.
it. Like I said, it is some light reading. You'll get it
And you could
back
have just
when I'm
asked
done
to
with it.
borrow it.
I felt an opportunity to put the two of you in your place was warranted for once.
Wow.
Careful your ego doesn't get the better of you, friend.
This isn't ego.
Oh, I think it is putting your friends in their quote-unquote places. Just be careful. And then I'll leave. This guy right here, this is like not the general guy. What was he again?
That is the main guard.
Yeah,
He's
guard
like,
guy.
He's like the head guard.
All right. Go talk with him a little bit for a second.
Okay. He and his two wives kind of eyeball you as you approach.
So, trapped here in the castle, are you?
No thanks to you.
Oh, yes, no, don't get me wrong. If you all leave, then my group and I are eternally damned, betrayed, and cursed. So,
That seems
not
like
a great
fitting
thing.
punishment.
Right. So, would appreciate you not breaking it, but, can't hold you to it. However, though, one of my friends, Spiker, made a comment earlier, and I think it's important. Is there anything we can do to assist you in this strange, uncomfortable time?
You care to clear out the maze?
The maze.
Yeah.
The one question. The maze is the one that we came through to get here,
Yeah.
right? All right.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, we might attempt it. We also might try to kill a demon lord and close up the gates of hell. So we'll see if we can add that to our list.
Well. Wait. You said Demon Lord.
Yeah, no, Asgran.
No, the Demon Lord is Baphomet.
Oh, sorry, the devil guy, person.
Pit Lord.
Pit Lord. Lord of the Pits.
Okay, you're going to take out Asgarad.
We're going to try. Oh, side question. Do you happen to know a Soria, Alex, or Ajax? It'd be, children-ish. Aaron puts up his hand like little like at like slightly lower than chest height.
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No worries, just curious. Asgren ate them in front of us, and I was curious if, they had any family or relations.
Oh, no. I know what you're talking about now. Only because I've had to witness that disgusting display myself.
Right.
No, he has prisoners down
Mhm.
in the lower parts of his fortress, and he has what he calls his breeding pits.
Oh.
And that's where the children come from.
That's not unsettling at all. Well, good to know, I guess. They were bred to be eaten, but doesn't make it any less foul.
Oh, it's worse than that. They're very well educated, and they're taught very well, and they're taken care of by the mothers. And the mothers, if they step out of line, are forced to watch sometimes.
Oh. Awful. Even more reason to kill him. Well, we will do our best, I guess, to see if we can remedy what situation we've put you all in.
I hope you kill him.
As do I. That's about all Aben's got.
He nods and says, "Whatever happens, I hope you don't have to see what happens to the really bad people. The people
I
who
hope
really
not.
punishes.
Well, yeah, hope we don't have to see it. Seen enough for 2 lifetimes.
It's hard to get out of your head.
I believe it. Good luck. And hopefully we'll report back in, I don't know, a few days with good news. Or we won't report back at all because we'll be dead.
I gotta say, I'd hate to see your group go. I'm kind of pissed at y'all right now because of, the bullshit that you pulled on us.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you deserve anything that he would do to you. And he would do some really nasty stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, I believe it. Based on the contents of our contract, I can imagine.
Anyway.
Well, good day to you then.
Oh,
Unless you have anything more.
if you can, while you're clearing out, after you clear out the maze, if you can find a way to get us some more water, that'd be appreciated.
Oh, what? Sure. I can do my best.
We thank you.
What?
He kind of backs up. He's giving you kind of like, I'm a stare you down sternly,
Mm-hmm.
but his wives are giving you the fucking stink eye.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to walk away.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop. What's this room up here? The one that's right below the bath?
That is a bar.
I'm just going to go sit at it for a bit.
Okay. There are dwarves in here. I just don't have it populated at the moment.
Yeah, no worries.
There's a bartender. He walks up and says, "Hey, what can I do for you?"
Tankard of ale and a place to think.
He looks around. The bar is fairly full right now, and he goes, "I don't know if anybody's going to give you the room for any of that, but I can get you.
No, I don't need the room.
I can get you an ale.
Ale'll be great.
Yeah, there you go."
Thank you. And then I'll find a end of the bar that's open and bring my shadow, put it across from me, and talk to myself.
Okay. That doesn't scream schizophrenia, but okay.
Hey, if it
Oh my
keeps people away
God.
from me for a second, then I'll take it.
Okay, I will wait for you for a second.
Yeah. Great. Literally just kind of like going over like verbally to my shadow. So, if we kill Asgrand first, he just goes into Hells and comes to the gates. But if we can close the gates before he's able to corporealize himself, then he won't be there. Or we destroy the gates first and then kill him. Then we fight through our waves and waves of minions before we even get to him. And just kind of like goes through that and like kind of talking it out in his mind to try to find what solution makes the most sense.
Okay.
That's it. He's going to do that while everyone else is doing their thing.
Okay.
Probably the next 15, 20 minutes.
Spica, you're asking around, finding out what you can do to help out.
Huh?
Are you asking around, finding out what you can do to help?
I was gonna. Yes, I was gonna start that after talking to Swivel.
Swivel smiles and says, "Oh yes, I have your eye. Give me just a moment." and he reaches into a bag. The bag is small, like a large pouch, and he reaches in down to the elbow and kind of works his hand around, and he comes back and has your eye in between his index and thumb. Uh,
I am grateful.
did we work out payment?
What kind of payments do you take? Because I have been looking to at least help out after everything that's been going on.
Well, um, no offense, but you're not pretty enough for a blowjob and reach around. So,
Get it? I called you ugly because you don't know one eye. That's ableist.
so I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask for some kind of material, something to barter with, or maybe if you have some coins, I could use that. Uh, 2 gold if you have it. If not, we'll have to barter for something.
I do have 2 gold pieces.
Fantastic. And he
I'll ha-
say what?
I'll hand them over.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I don't have them, and I was like, oh, he's going to open his hand, and you're not going to be able to put anything in it.
Yeah, I was literally gonna be. I was wait. Am I not gonna have anything at? But I did check. I do have at least like I fit the requirements.
Okay.
I put him in his hand.
He hands you the eye.
I put the eye. I turn around to face away from Swivel, and I put the eye back in the socket,
Okay.
and then turn and adjust it at least to hopefully have the pupil at least center, so it just works just to look around.
Okay. Yeah.
I turn around to Swivel and
He's like,
ask,
oh,
"How do I look?"
hang on just a second. And he reaches up and he just tilts your eye just a little bit. He's like, ah, perfect. You were kind of looking at, not just at me, but also down at like my shoes. So I thought you might want some help with that.
Thank you. Uh, anyways, uh, hold on, let me at least try and compose myself. uh, I am technically I am insulted and flattered that you would tell me that you would appreciate you would take payment as a BJ and reach around as payment. I am both insulted and impressed. But I'm uh, I'd say you're adorable for saying it and quite bold, extremely bold.
Ah, well, thank you. The girls love it. Um, but I really appreciate the business. It's been a while since I've had 2 gold to rub together. Um, maybe I can work my way out to Ladala's Castle of Elements sometime soon. That's about the
Well,
only other place that actually uses gold to exchange goods.
I see what you mean. Also, I was curious if there was anything I could do to at least help make things a bit easier around here while you're inside the castle. I know it's not exactly the greatest situation, but
Uh, yeah. If you could possibly find a way for us to get some more water, That would be fantastic.
I'm gonna. I think. I think I could at least like do something about that. I know someone, but I don't know. I'll see. I'll see to it if I can.
I would really appreciate it. Even if it's something magically created, it's not as good as like actual water, but it still does the job. It keeps you hydrated. Um, but we were kind of running at our normal low when all this happened.
Hmm. Well, I'm hoping to at least help out, even if it's a bit of a, if it's a small gesture or a big one like this. So I'll I'll look for someone. I might know someone, but I don't know if I can find them. I don't know.
Okay, I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for getting my dad back.
You're welcome. Even though it did result in this situation. Um, I'm due. It is a bit of a bad trade off, but I'm pretty sure for you, it's the trade off isn't as bad as you like to think, huh?
No, it's not. I have to go. Thank you.
All right. And I before he goes, I say, annoy your father for me.
No, no, I won't. And he walks away.
Dang it.
Uh, Daniela, Quadrant, is there anything either of you want to do?
I don't know. I don't. Does Quadrant still want to chat?
We have to keep Amon safe from himself in regards to Scarlet.
Okay.
We already know he has an predilection for dragons.
Hmm.
When he learned that Scarlet was also Smolder and that they're a vampiric dragon, he kind of perked up a little bit there, and I have concerns.
I'm gonna walk in and listen to those very few lines Quadrant just said.
I'd like to see you try to sneak in.
No, roll it.
Oh, no, I'm not sneaking in. I'm busting down the door.
The
Literally open the
instant
door
that
wide in
door
the
opens, Quadrant's gonna shut the hell up.
I just I'm practically eavesdropping enough as this.
So, have you been to see Adri or her sister?
No, I was intending to today. She did ask for space.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to the.
Just let her know we're leaving.
Yes, we have to go to this thing that the necromancers are.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that. I'll behave, I promise.
So how are we gonna protect Eamon? So how are we gonna stop Eamon from trying to um ride the dragon in another way possible?
You just have to worry about Kane.
I'm trying to at least find my own peace. Slight peace.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to worry about all of us and be the person that holds all our reins so I don't turn undead when we walk into the necromancer or panic and Eamon doesn't hijack Scarlet and
Last I checked, you
Micah is
required your
careful
holy
with.
symbol to turn undead.
Oh, where is what? I have one, right? What? Where is it? Quadrant?
Don't look at me this time.
Don't look at
Can't we-
you. I
Can't we
have
just, like,
one.
It's probably
Right
back with your
here.
other belongings in the foot room.
Well, don't worry about it. I will have my holy symbol on me.
Well, you might want to do it when he's close, or better yet, just one of us punch him in the face to knock him out to prevent him from
Who?
aiming.
We don't have
Oh,
to do anything
Eamon?
that drastic. We just have to keep him busy.
How can we keep him busy when clearly he's going to be ogling the very thing that I'm afraid of having problems with?
Who are you afraid of, Scarlet or Kane?
Both.
Oddly enough, the thing that'll protect you from Scarlet the most is being within Kane's presence. You're gonna have to put up with him. You're basically some kind of favored pet for him at this point. I'd hate to say it, but it's true.
Please don't ever regard me as his favorite pet. It feels
I don't regard you
disgusting.
that way. He does.
Stop saying it.
I should get a collar for you.
You okay? You're panicking. What's wrong?
I just start crying into my hands.
Hudson, you gotta stop saying things to him like that.
Why?
Because look at him. He's in tears now.
I didn't do anything. You and I both know that that was Kane's doing.
Why is he crying though?
Because Kane said something to him.
Are you sure?
I just
Seems to be the pattern.
Scream out. He said he'd get me a collar. I don't
Well, then.
want that. Ah.
And
You
with
know that in
Oh,
higher
go ahead.
vampire society, that's actually a way to keep you safe.
A collar?
I don't. This thing.
Don't we have a bag of holding we could just toss him in?
Those don't produce air.
No. We don't know that.
Well, can't I
Although
just
test
technically
it.
speaking,
Raw?
there's this very interesting study by some mages that if you fill a bag of holding with water and then give yourself gills, theoretically you'd be able to stay in there significantly longer.
Oh. Well, we don't have anybody to give him gills. And I don't think we
But
even have a bag of holding.
speaking of the whole
I do.
collars thing, speaking of the whole water thing, is I believe I know someone who can get the dwarves water. I just have to
The
find.
dwarves want water?
They needed more water for their reserves. They're running low.
Hmm.
And if it's to at least help them be comfortable here, so be it. I would like to find someone. I have an idea of who, but I need to find them.
Okay.
I remember specifically a water fairy. And I'm hoping she can help. It's just that she's in the desert. Where I came from.
Well, I guess that's a quest for on our way to where we're going, maybe?
Maybe on our way back. But maybe there's another place where I could find at least water fairies. Because, let's be real here. I don't exactly remember her name, but she had a name and she was at least someone. I don't know what exactly. But yeah. Maybe I could get some help through her name, if I remembered it correctly.
All right. So with that, we will close tonight's game.
Setting up.
Sweet.
Cool.
This was a lot of fun.
Exposition and plot. Exposition and plot.
Don't read chat. Don't read chat.
And
Granted, I've been unhinged. There's only. Oh my good God.
That's amazing.
It's okay. It seems like someone's going to get a training call.
Spica? Yes.
Yep.
Ooh, should we get one with spikes on it? Spica, spikes.
No, it should be little gold studs, not like spikes, but just like little bumps
You know,
all the way around it.
with all this going on, it's really a shame you guys didn't let the Lord of Lycanthropy out of his coffin.
What do you mean?
There's a Lord of Lycanthropy I missed.
In the game, there is an enemy called the Lord of Lycanthropy. However, he and the Lady of Pestilence were both killed during the summoning to rise them up. This was way early on in the campaign.
Was this when I fireballed indoors?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
God,
The fireball, and basically the
2.5 years ago.
knock everyone back.
Yeah, still got singeing from that. Yeah, still got scars.
Yeah.
Aww.
But see, if we had the Lord of Lycanthropy, there's like a 1 in 8 chance you could have turned our boy Spica here into a werewolf.
Then the collar would be really thematic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
you got me.
And the pet. And the pet idea would be really
Ooh,
fun.
could we write him?
Really?
Well, I mean,
Ride me?
more than one way to ride a wolf.
More than one way to ride a werewolf.
Oh.
Oh, good lord.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
God.
I'm more concerned about what the hell happens during that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He's dead.
He's dead.
It'll be all right.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Thanks,
The worst that could
everyone.
happen.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Chapel.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Melinda, see you in a little bit for mod meeting.
Okay.